Hello, I'm Parampara and welcome to my channel. Today is a nice sunny day in Vienna. It's a Sunday. Sunny Sunday. Wow. Okay, please excuse me for that. And it's a special day for us. Because when you're newly married, you do celebrate things like monthly anniversaries. So today is the 17th of April and today marks 2 months of our very dramatic or non-dramatic wedding that happened in Mumbai. And here we are 2 months later in Vienna, still happily married.
Looking for a green signal, like literal one, okay, not
A green signal
nothing
to
related
cross.
to marriage, yeah.
A green signal to cross the road. And I think the best part of the last 2 months for us, I would say, is the fact that we've gone through so much together. Like, I think before we got married, we used to think that in 8 years of our relationship, we've probably seen, given the amount of time we've spent together, given the amount of things we do together, personally, professionally, travel-wise, we used to think that, okay, too many people who've even been married or who spent more time together in terms of years may not have had such experiences. But I think that tradition continues. And within 2 months of being married, we've handled, I don't know, drama, emotions, getting away from home, setting up a whole new life in a whole new city. I mean, building our home quite literally. Thank you, IKEA, for that. And lots more. What do you have to say?
Well, I think we assembled our life here. But yeah, I think we've had a lot of experiences in just 60 days of married life. And
You think we've come closer?
yeah, let's see, so closely.
But I mean, the last 60 days have been nothing short of an adventure.
Yep.
And to be honest, I would say that I'm just glad we were in this together at every step, every point of it. It's not been all of a cakewalk and a rosy picture. There have been ups and downs for us, between us, but we're just so grateful for everything. And for like a mini celebration, and obviously to kick ourselves out of our comfortable, cozy home that we've built here, we're heading out somewhere in Vienna to just enjoy our Sunday, relax, and just be happy. Enjoy the sunny day that this is, because last 2 days were pretty rainy.
Yeah.
So this is going to be worth it. And right now, while I talk, we're headed to the City Roller Platz, which is
Second favorite.
not second favorite, but yeah, whatever. It's quite the favorite stop for us over here. And yeah, let's go catch a bus. And in the meantime, we'll tell you where we're headed and whether our little experiment is successful.
ये रहा 13 ओवर N2. हमको जाना है 200 नंबर की बस में आइजनस्टाड डोमप्लाज वाया लाक्सेनबर्ग।
210 वाली में जाना है।
दोनों जाती है बस, जो N2 पे आएगी। एक तो 1 मिनट में निकल रही है। So we can run, we are running like anything. No, this is N.
There's a bus.
Well,
भाग के आ गए।
हमारे पुराने दिनों की याद आ गई जब हम ट्रेन और बसेस के पीछे भागा करते थे यूरोप में। थैंकफुली वी हैव लर्न फ्रॉम इट। अभी आई थिंक बस आ रही है 210 नंबर। वो शिट, मेरा मास्क नहीं है।
And we finally got on the bus. So we have reached Laxenburg and we're very hungry, and this sunlight is very deceiving. I mean, it's doing a great job at, you know, giving us light, but it's so windy here that I'm feeling cold. I hadn't anticipated this to be a cold day. We're trying to figure what to eat here, but the first thing that I noticed as soon as we got off at the bus stop was this kebab, pizza and falafel. So we've decided that let's share one falafel sandwich for now, and then we could probably find something else to eat. And it's so ironic how this relationship with falafels has been developing. It's crazy. Like, we have falafel and we think, okay, we're going to be well fed if we're going to find falafel. It's like we think of a satisfying meal and we're just going around eating falafel wherever we can. That's pretty much been our story for the last month and a half. And well, I'm waiting for Paricha to get the sandwich so that we can share it, and I hope that we do end up eating something other than falafel, which is different, which is better, and which has a bit of variety. And that's Paricha saying hi, waiting for the nth falafel that he's been ordering in Vienna. So, fun fact for all vegetarians, vegans, whoever end up coming to Vienna, actually I can say it's pretty much the case with Europe at this point, that thanks to the spread of a lot of Turkish people across Europe, you can find a lot, like literally at every few meters you can find a shop that sells pizzas and falafels and kebabs. And these have been the most value for money meals that I have had. Filling, delicious, fresh and just amazing. So if you're wondering what you can eat as a vegan, vegetarian, or just somebody who loves falafels and shawarmas, don't think twice, just head to a place that treats kebab, pizza, falafel in most places. See what you can do this year.
Yeah. सनी देओल होता तो पंप उखाड़ देता अब तक। इतनी तैयारी पानी पीने के लिए करनी पड़ती। ओए उखाड़ दूंगा।
Now my hand is cold. So we are at Schloss Laxenberg, or the Laxenburg Castle, and while this was a very impromptu plan of taking a trip over here, it was actually a great plan because so there's basically timings for, you know, when most attractions are open and when they're not, and usually in winters a lot of attractions shut down. Today, that is Easter, is the first day of this park, this castle opening up, and it'll be open till the 1st of November. So we got lucky.
is our boat. Hold.
We begin by this boat too. We have on the left side the ferry boat, how you can see.
Okay.
In the middle of the bridge and right the bridge behind this island.
You like it?
I love it. This is such an amazing way to spend our Sunday. I mean, this park has been no short of an experience in itself. It's so pretty, it's so peaceful, it's so calm. And now there's this fun boat where there's literally, like, you can see water behind me. And we're like lying in this thing, in this boat, Kusche Kat. And right on the other side, in front of us, is the castle, and there's obviously the blue sky. It's such a nice and sunny day. Love it. That's the castle that we're approaching. Fellow locals and tourists who are... I don't think this is a very popular tourist attraction. It's mostly locals who are here. Wow, this is such an experience. And I think for that matter, like what, we spent €5,
Yeah.
actually €3 per person for the entry ticket, and for the boat ride we've paid like €30 of caution, which is the deposit. And once we go back, based on the amount of time we spend in the boat, we will get our money back, which is not bad at all. It's like €10 for half an hour, which is amazing.
Oh, this is their ferry or bridge, whatever they call it. It's just to get to the castle from here.
Quite cool.
And the boat guy said we can't cross this, but we can obviously go till there to
Okay.
make photos.
Oh, but this is such a wonderful way of taking photos of this castle, and this castle looks no less than a Disney castle of sorts.
Yeah. And here's Parampara driving a boat. How do you feel?
Well, it's quite relaxing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think there's any mode of transportation which allows you to lay back like this and still have controls and keep driving. Cool. So we have rented the second boat so that we can go under the bridges, because with this one that was not possible. And now we have rented an Electro Boat, which is the last one there. This time we're finally crossing the castle and we'll be going under a bridge. The last time we just like turned around because we were only allowed to come till here to take pictures, but now we can cross this in our amazing fancy Electro Boat. All sorts of gorgeous views, and here's a pack of nachos that Parichai was very excited to binge into, particularly in the boat.
Feels like not road trip, but like lake trip.
It is lake trip. It is a boat trip, if not a road trip.
It's too windy.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of cold. So I think we've come almost to the end of this trip. This place has been amazing, and we have pretty much, I think, covered most parts of this castle and the park. The castle really didn't have much to see. There's a restaurant here. The monument looks gorgeous and in very good shape. So, I mean, They preserve it, they keep it, they maintain it in such good shape. It's quite commendable. And I think I really need a cup of hot coffee. So we're going to probably stop by one of the restaurants that we saw on our way here. And we're going to enjoy a nice hot cup of coffee before we head back home. And that's my hot cup of coffee. And Paricha is having what's called
Cappuccino.
Always a coffee with the heart. Cup of coffee each. We're now having coffee ice cream or the coffee ice. Okay, that's again. I love you.
I love you too.
खा गया मेरा प्यार. So this is the map of
Laxenberg.
Laxenberg or Kaiser Residence.
Something,
That's
something.
they're calling it. So this is where we got down. Okay, the Franz Josef Platz. Over here we had our falafel, and then we walked to this place. This is where we stopped by right now, the yellow building, for coffee and ice cream, which is also coffee flavored. And we walked this road straight and we covered the whole Schlosspark Laxenberg. We went right up to Franzenberg's castle and we covered this fair bit of area. The only part I think we missed out today is the Julius Lusthaus, which we did see while we were crossing that area, but we didn't exactly go near it. There is a whole lot of part which is not exactly touristy, which we haven't covered today, but it was nice. So we're at the bus stop again, waiting to take a bus to go back home. This is the end of our trip to Laxenburg. We missed out on telling you, but Laxenburg is basically the Laxenburg Schloss is only second bested by the Schönbrunn Palace, which is the key palace of the Habsburg Empire, also their summer residence, which most people who visit Vienna go to. It is the most visited monument in all of Austria, and the Laxenburg Castle is also one of the key summer residences, only like second to the Schönbrunn Palace. Unfortunately, we did not get to take the guided tour because the guided tour shut at 4 p.m. They had like 3 guided tours in the day, and since we didn't plan that part properly, we missed out on taking a guided tour to see the inner rooms of the palace, which are accessible to public. The part that we did get to see was the common areas, one part of which has been converted into a restaurant, and yeah, that's about that. But I think in general it was such a great last minute idea that we the decision to just come here, spend our Sunday here to check this place out. It is so gorgeous, and there are so many locals who come here, who visit this place, who spend time with their families over here. It's beautiful. It's been such a nice Sunday. It's been relaxing. We've also had activities to do, so it's been active but not in like a exhausting manner. Funnily, when we started the trip, we were so hungry that we shared a falafel thinking that we'd eat something inside, but that falafel was so filling that we didn't feel hungry for the rest of the day. And while we sat to have coffee, we figured that they don't have too much to eat. It's more of like a coffee and ice cream parlor. So we ended up having our coffees. We had our ice cream. I didn't have too much of it because the coffee ice cream smells a lot like milk as well, which I hate. And yeah, now we're waiting for a bus to go back, and I'll go back home and cook a nice dinner because I'm so refreshed after this trip. Instead of being tired, Oh my god, I am so totally looking forward to adapting, you know, this kind of a lifestyle where you can make use of your weekends and, you know, explore newer places, explore all the well-maintained parks and palaces and places that there are right around the city. So basically this place, the Laxenburg Park, is the castle and the park is in the 13th district of Vienna, which is about 20 kilometers from the main city, towards the south of Vienna in the Lower Austria region. And I'm also going to put up a cost sheet as to how much we actually spent on this trip, because we think it was pretty easy on the pocket, which also makes it, you know, like a great reason to be here instead of just staying home on a Sunday. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this trip with me. I hope you enjoyed this vlog with me. Please, if you liked it, if you want to ask something, if there's something you want to say, don't forget to comment on this video, don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and most importantly, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you again in another video. And one last shot to tell you guys one very important tip for coming here. Technically, everywhere in Vienna, you can really just go about with Apple Pay and credit cards and debit cards to your rescue. But most places, most businesses here, except for the ticket counter, for the entrance to the park, requires you to pay in cash. And carrying that much amount of cash, including the restaurant at the castle, just make sure you have the cash with you. And yes, our bus is here, so let's go home. Let's wear a mask as well.